It is unprofessional. It almost speaks of some type of discrimination. Not my problem. So all we're taking.
Strong accusations from a Lee County Sheriff's candidate after the incumbent sheriff offers a racially charged explanation for a rash of violent crime.
More on the political battle in just a moment, but first, the latest on the crime wave that's challenging the sheriff's office and Fort Myers police.
One of the latest cases, 2 Fort Myers teenagers charged in the deadly shooting of a food delivery driver. Tonight, they're being ordered to remain behind bars. 16-year-old Eddie Leonard and 17-year-old DeJaron Stewart making their first appearance before a judge earlier today. They've been ordered to stay in the juvenile detention center. The 2 teens accused of fatally shooting a 23-year-old delivery driver on Thursday. Police say the victim had just delivered the food to Leonard's apartment when he was shot just moments later in what investigators believe was a robbery that turned deadly. Now, that murder happened in the Fort Myers city limits, so city police are on that case, meaning it doesn't fall in the Lee Sheriff's jurisdiction. And the sheriff, who's running for re-election, has been quick to point that out, claiming that crime in his jurisdiction is actually down. But as 4 New Corner's Liza Fernandez has uncovered, the numbers really aren't that clear. In fact, one of the sheriff's opponents says the sheriff is way off base here.
Zip code 33916. That's a good part of the city of Fort Myers, including parts of downtown and the Dunbar community. It's also where Lee Sheriff Mike Scott says most violent crime is happening. But as we found out, the numbers don't add up.
We all know that 99% of it is black-on-black crime in the Dunbar 33916 area code.
Lee County Sheriff Mike Scott addressing the recent rash of killings, namely the 14 shooting murders committed in the city of Fort Myers since the beginning of the year.
It's deplorable.
The comment moving former Lee County Sheriff Deputy and current Sheriff candidate Lee Bashong to reach out to Southwest Florida's news editors. Bashong says the sheriff is blowing off a serious issue.
To somehow dismiss those murders because they're black on black is okay is appalling. It's absolutely intolerable.
Although the murders happened within the city of Fort Myers,
this is something that affects us all. We have to understand that as a community, this is going to spill out of this area like we saw into Colonial.
Crime is decreasing in unincorporated Lee County.
Although the Sheriff's Office uniform crime stats state violent crime is down 8%, our math shows murders in the unincorporated county are up 150%. Either way, Bashong says the sheriff needs to be doing more.
We want to get all the community leaders behind us, behind law enforcement, because the problems that we have here are not individual.
I've also learned the Sheriff's Office caps increases in crime at 100%. So even if a crime, a serious one like murder, is up 150%, which it is, the numbers will only show a 100% increase. I called the sheriff early this morning for a comment. He said the numbers speak for themselves. Live in the newsroom, Liza Fernandez, Fox 4 in your corner.